Yo, it's Guido coming at you with a tactics talk, and it is a Monday. It is miserable Monday, and we're all off to work. That's actually a lie. I'm not going to work today because I'm off today. So there, take that. Let's talk miserable Monday. Usually, I just put a little vignettes. Is that what they are? Vignettes, little examples of misery. But we're going to look at most of a game right here. I'm on Siegfried line in my 45 TP, and this one is called "Missing the Painfully Obvious." Missing the painfully obvious. Sometimes you get a team or a team member, in this case a team member, who just really doesn't get what we're trying to do here. Doesn't get what we're trying to do here. 122.44 is locking down the middle. I got a KB3. It's painfully obvious to me that I don't want to poke right there. Thought about going after the KB3, but that's just giving him a free shot. So I'll try to bait some shots with a decent turret and a little bit of angle here. Gotta be careful about not putting too much of my front out. But he can sneak a shot into that front road wheel, so I'll shift ever so slightly. There we go. That's the bounce I'm looking for off the turret. Put another shot into him. The 25-2 has no such issues. Once I poke here, he's going to pop me. And we're taking down the KV3. So he gets a shot into my turret. He doesn't care, but I take him down. And now the 144 misses. KV3 dies, and it's painfully obvious that I can move forward. I'll get zoomed in here. Go to the side of his superstructure, down he goes. Now we're not quite winning, we're not really losing, it's pretty even, but now things are getting a little worse. I don't want to drive up the middle. I've taken a hit. They do have a 45 TP in there, and there's a bunch of tanks. I don't know where they are, so that guy gets away from me. And we've got a 12 T and M6 up in the north, so it becomes painfully obvious here to me that I've got to go deal with these guys, or at least help the 1375. I can't let them get around behind me. That would be a big old problem. There they are, so let's head over this way. We got to clear this flank first. Now look at the East 75. He's going to star in a part of this video later on. He's raging around out in the field. I don't know why he's out there. I couldn't tell you. If anyone can tell me why he might be out there, that'd be nice. The M6 is right there. There's a Cromwell B. The 12T has made his bid to the middle, and now I'm worried about him shooting me in the side if I go light myself with the M6. But there is an E75, or sorry, E25 moving up. I will get some RNG right there. That snap works out for me. Down he goes. Okay, great. Charlie 4, E25 has done something. We're going to go find this M6 and this Cromwell B if we can and take him down. And the E25 is still in the field out there. 6 to 8. Not losing necessarily. The M445 and the AMX are pushing into the town. I really don't know why they would be doing that right now, but they are. Because we've got this issue out on the flank. Down goes the M6. That was a good kill. The question now becomes, where did the Cromwell go? And it appears that he has run off and is hanging out up in the back. There's probably a Hellcat back there. There's another TD in the south on the 0 line of ours. So at least that vision is established, and the M445 is alive for the moment, but he pushes in, loses hit points, and ends up dying. 1375 and I are coming in. There's 100% 3001P, which is actually a pretty good tank. Decent rate of fire, pretty good armor. So I'll have to come up here and shift my Skoda friend's carcass out of the way. Can't really go that way. That's the way I wanted to go, so we'll go ahead and get in here. But the Skoda T25 is taking on the 5916. 5916 decides he doesn't want to die. I'll come around the corner. Skoda is zooming in on the scout, and I get him down. So we'll come around the corner. Now the 45 TP is what I'm worried about. Unfortunately, the 5916 dies to Artie. And what I don't want to do is what happened to the M445, which is get crossfired by a 3001 and a 45 TP. I won't last very long. Cromwell has shifted all the way over there. Get a shot on him. I eat a shot in the side. I have a 45, and I'm really thinking, man, I've really blown this. Thankfully, the 3001 runs off. Otherwise, I would have got sandwiched right there. That's missing the painfully obvious for the enemy team. Had those two simply pushed me, if you look at where all the rest of our tanks are, if they had simply pushed me and cleared me out of this middle, this is game over. But they don't. The 3001 runs off. The 45 TP does not push me. They miss the painfully obvious, and I live to fight a little while longer. Now the E25 is sitting up on the A line. He supported the AMX for a while, but he's going to sit there. That's missing the painfully obvious yet again. Clearly, he needs to move in, get closer, and start helping us. So I'm backing out of the town for now. Still worried about getting crossfired. Looking for some hold down spots. The 45 TP takes out the 1375, and the E25 sits. And he sits. So now I'm just trying to work this out. Our JPZ pushes in for some reason. Unknown why he would push in at that moment, but he did. Down goes the Sioux 8. That was a good kill. Now it's just the M45. All right, so the 3001's making a run back to cover. I will shoot. Crit, no damage. Drives me absolutely crazy. And unfortunately, they know where I am, right? I risked being spotted so I could get that nice side shot on a running enemy, and they know exactly where I am, which means they're going to fold in on me. We've got a 3v3. The E25 moves in and is working on the other Cromwell B. That's good. At least he's starting to do something. He comes around side armor. Unfortunately, as much wiggling as I do, I still take 2 hits, and I'm basically dead. They push in and kill me. I'm dead. Why he's not simply aiming at me and looking to shoot me, I don't know. Barely able to tuck up right here, and I bounce a shot. E25 moves in. He's finally doing something, and that's good. All right, and what I said we'd talk about at the end, missing the painfully obvious. 3 of us, 1 of him. I'm a 1-shot. He is a 2-shot. He is a 2-shot. He being the E25. The M44 is sitting out in the field. I think he's moving about right now. Yes, he just barely started moving. E25 runs in, and I'm thinking, all right, I'm a 1-shot. I cannot really push in. I don't want to risk letting him kill me unless I know the E25 is there to help me. The real plan here should be the E25 goes in, sets up, and starts firing away. And as soon as the 45 TP shoots him once, I come around and add my alpha, and then the E25 finishes him off with the rest of his shots, as there is a 7 or 8 second reload on the 45 TP. But the E25 misses the painfully obvious of what should be going on here and goes over to the cap. So maybe he's thinking, hey, I'll cap and then we'll win. Well, that's not smart, because if that other 45 TP was not missing the painfully obvious, right now, this very moment, he would come screaming around that corner, accept the shot, and kill me off. Accept the shot, kill me off, maybe even try to side scrape or do something. If he got lucky and I bounce and he kills me, then he can face the E25 alone. But he misses the painfully obvious. I move up initially thinking, well, maybe I can surprise him. And I'm thinking, what is this E25 doing? There is no shot over there. There is no way to get to him. I thought I was dead right there because I thought the 45 TP realized what was going on and was going to come around the corner, but he didn't. So I back off, and now I'm just thinking, E25, you have got to be kidding me. There is no way that you are this dense. Looks like he's attempting to get a shot, maybe through the building there. There's a crack, or up on and above the little ridge there, which he's never going to get because that tank is so small. I risk taking a shot there. I have got to track him or stop him or something, and he takes a bad shot. Again, he misses the painfully obvious by not coming at me, but it looks like he's finally realized it, and I am going to misplay this. He decides I got to come around. I take a shot at the top of the turret and bounce or miss, and he just goes down into my lower plate and takes me out. And the E25 finally comes around and decides he's got to do something. So missing the painfully obvious, man, you've got to look at the situation at hand and apply a little bit, just a little bit of common sense. Have that E25 come around and come to this side over here, popped around and shot, and accepted the shot and started shooting the 45 TP, and then I come around, add my shot into it. It's over. The game is over. We win. It's very easy. What ends up happening here is actually almost unbelievable. E25 comes around, somehow gets in on the 45 TP before he can get a shot, and starts getting wildly lucky angled shots into the side. Look at this. Watch this one. You have got to be kidding me. He gets a pen out of every single one of those ridiculous shots and puts down the 45 TP, and we end up winning in what should have not even been close to that exciting of a game. Missing the painfully obvious. Miserable Mondays. Oh man, these people. I get a little salty down there. Well, here's a fantastically Monday game, right? Here I am on Steeps, And we have spawned into the north spawn. I'm coming up to this little sniper bush. I am I'm bottom tier, but there's only 2 tier down. I've got my stock gun on my Marco Polo. 5120 goes raging in. I don't know why, but he does. I figure he's going to give me some lights here. Somebody will come across. I'll get some shots. Notice that the rest of our tanks are coming into position. And what have we here? What have we here? We have a friend. Somebody has decided to come up into the same bush as I am in and to start bumping into me. So, move around a little bit, waiting for the 5120 to get some lights. I'm thinking, okay, fine. Let's both use this bush here. And we can double tap. Somebody shows up, we'll double tap. Now, he's on the outside of the echelon. That is not going to go well for him because as we back off, I'm going to get cover first. And we're both going to have trouble getting the cover. I'm going to do this, though, and boom, we both let him have it. Down he goes. We both go to cover, and I think, all right, good. Okay, if that's what you want, fella, if you want the outside, go ahead and do something. And then I notice he's trying to cut in, and I'm thinking, oh, here we go. Here we go. Like, all right, so we'll move forward. Let's see if we can get another shot. Maybe we can be friends here. Maybe we can be friendly and do this together. So far, so good. He moves out. Be nice if one of these two decides to go across. Give a little double tap to both of them. A little double tap if we can. They're thinking about it. Taking some shots. Thinking about it, taking some shots. 5120 is buggered off, so he's gone. Here we go. T10's going across. Let's see what we can do. Boom. And we let him have it. All right, that's all right. Take some heavy hits. And we back up and, uh-oh, T30 gets a hit. And now he's going to get irritated because he's on the outside. And he runs in and starts squishing me. I think, all right, well, we can still work together. Dude, excuse me, pardon me. Maybe we can work together. Uh-oh. I'm sticking out. I feel like I'm sticking out. T30. Oh boy. Now I'm squished. Now I'm squished. I say, T30 go away. Go play a effing heavy in another word. What do you call me? Naughty word? Oh yeah, a naughty word. Now he's all angry. Because this is his spot, guys. Right? It's his spot. Play your own tank is what I say. But he's got me jammed. Not giving me any room. Gonna be hard for me to get away, but whatever. We'll keep on doing this. Let's see if we can double tap this guy. Boom. And that probably threw his aim off because he's rubbing up against me. And if he'd have just not rubbed against me, we would have put a double tap on that guy. Now I'm doing my best to ignore this guy. Gives me a little side armor. I'll squeeze on back here. Oh, he got a piece of me. That's a bummer. Interesting that he shot me, but he didn't see the T30. Now I'm thinking, hey man, come on. We can keep using that. We can keep using this together. Just stop doing that. Give me a little room here, fella. Give me a little room. Well, he's very stubborn. He's very stubborn. And I'm thinking, okay, well, I guess he's just going to back out. And then, here we go. And this is where it goes. We've got a tortoise coming up, and I'm just going to try to shoot him while I'm being pushed, and then I'm just going to make a run for it. T30 pushes me out of cover. And I run away. I take 2 hits for it. If you can believe it, the tortoise hit me twice because he's running the small gun. In the span of that time, he reloaded and hit me twice. Now, I considered going up and shooting the T30, and I considered blocking the T30 or pushing him out. But I figured, you know what? Look at the Muppetry on this battle. Let's just go over here and see if we can get a little extra damage. And the T30 is up there hanging out, getting shot right and left. Down he goes. Well deserved, I might add. Well deserved. And it's just pretty much Monday wrap up at this point. I see the T10. I see we're getting closed in from behind. I'm just going to try to back out of this thing, which is going to go poorly. So I know I'm not going to get to cover before they come around that corner. Or am I? Nope. There's the Malshin. Pounds me. I actually get a shot into his lower plate with the stock gun. I'll take that. Now I've got another guy to shoot here, maybe. Can we get a shot on him? Yeah, there we go. There's a shot on him. Malshin has another shot on me. I'm not going to get away. Oh, side turret. Boom, right through. And I'm down to 154. Maybe I can get one more shot. Can I get it into that hatch? No, I'm going to miss to the side and bounce. Getting very lonely. Not a lot of teammates left. Malshin is coming at me, but it doesn't matter because the 263 kills me from across the map. And that is the end of that Monday kind of game. You gotta love that. It was his spot. You know what I mean? I shouldn't have been there. That was his spot because he wanted it. Because he wanted it. Because he's a TD, right? He's a TD, and that was his spot. And finally, a little humor for the end, but first we've got to go through the pain of a miserable Monday kind of game here on Glacier. Is it Glacier? Glacier spawned into the northeast, headed over to the west. Over to the carrier, and I am on the flats here, getting spotted by a 1390. That's an ML2, by the way. That's a tier 9 tank, the ML2. Tier 9 tank, and it's spotted. And there's a T110E3, and there's some other tier 10 tanks, and there's a lot of guys spotted. And I guess the ML's probably covered up, but yeah, that's the artillery. There he is, shoots me, the tier 8. Fantastic. To be fair, he was probably zoomed in that area, but awesome. That is the danger of being the first one out and trying to get to important spots. You're going to get artied. All right, so let's move on up here. And this is a pretty funny game. There's some serious muppetry from my team on this one. Their mouse, interestingly, goes all the way to the south. That actually helps us over here a little bit. I'm going to cross, take a look, see what we got. Nope, nothing there. All right, cool. I'll cross over here. And what do I find? Well, somehow that guy got through completely unspotted. What? What? There's a 44-100 up on this stinking glacier. He's not looking at me. See how his gun is not looking at me? So I'll just take this opportunity to put another shot into that guy. And he runs up there, goes hold down up in that little nook. Our FV is on the cap, our Scorpion's on the cap, our Sturv is on the cap. And all I've got is me and some TDs. At least the 110E3 is with us, so I'm a little bit concerned. I got to watch out backing out too much right there because that 44 will be looking for a shot. There he goes. I see him move over to that other part. It's a little bit dangerous sticking my back end out this much, but I'm hoping I can catch this guy being a little bit foolish. And then I'll just run forward and probably get shot in the back anyway. I thought he might come through there, but no, he's hanging out. One of the problems with that position is it's often proxy lit by the guys below, like that KR hugging the side. He'll go dark here in a minute once he gets far enough away from those guys. And then I have to rethink about whether I'm going to sit here. Because right now I've got SA if he moves, and I'm going to get the shot early. Now I've got to kind of wait, and actually he's not looking at me. I get luckier and I start running, and he actually spun his turret and hit me. But it was only a crit to the tracks, it looks like. So we'll move up. He's pretty hurt. That's good. We're going to come around here and see if we can't help these two, but all we've got is a KR and a 54 facing up to a 110E4. Which is probably not really going to do much. The 110E3 has left. Now we've got a Tiger 2 out in the open. That's good, and I get a good RNG roll that goes more or less where I was aiming into his turret. Our 705A comes raging around and says, I am 705A, you cannot touch me. You cannot touch me. Somebody shot that way. It looks like the Tiger decided to take a blind shot on the area the shot came from, and fortunately I had backed up. Oh, there's a T10. So they've got a Tiger 2 and a T10 on their cap. That's awesome. He's hold down. I'm going to have a really hard time going through that. Bouncing off a highly angled upper plate is probably going to get you nothing. I'd like to get this 44-100 out of here. And right now it's actually going pretty decently. 3 of them dead, 2 of us dead. We've captured the corner. The KR loses his mind, goes in. Doesn't matter because the 54 dies to an ammo rack. The KR gets shredded by everyone who's back there. And we've got a T10. We've got a Tiger 2 back there. There's a WZ-121 FT back there. There's a 1390 has showed up. There's another bounce. Those are just useless shots. No, not even really a reason to shoot those. And that shot went over the 705 and landed right in front of me. I start thinking, well, hey, that was a good waste of a gold round. Good job, Guido. Nice job taking that shot. And I finally think better of this silly position. It's time to move on. The ISU at least has them thinking about whether they want to come around the corner. So I'll just go by here and let's shift. All right, things are starting to go poorly. It's 3-6. We're getting guys dead everywhere. 1390 took out one of our Arties. Somehow spotted that guy. When I say one of our Arties, I mean the Artie. And now I've got the 44-100 up there, the 1390 hanging out in the middle, and we've only got a T55A who's getting kind of tore up. So I'm thinking, hey, something big has to happen here. We're down 3-8. They own the middle. I'm going to try to get up on this carrier and see if I can change this fight a little bit. I really can't go to the south. Scorpion G is all the way through there already. I actually missed that he was lit up right there because I was paying attention so much to the middle. Come up here and I see this Tiger. And I bounce off the top of his hole. That's about worst case other than a complete miss. Tiger 2 has not left cap. He's still sitting on the cap. He actually hits me. I miss him. Scorpion G is over here. I miss the Scorpion G. Thankfully, he misses me. And RNG is not my friend right now. 4-10. We're really having a rough time. Can't quite get the depression on the T10 right there. And I know there's a Tiger. I know there's this WZ-120. And I've got this Scorpion behind me. And now I'm about to have a Mouse behind me. So I'm really in a bad space. Worried about the 1390 lighting me. Don't see him. But pretty soon I'm just going to make a run for it. Screw it. I don't care. We're going up here to make a last stand. I get spotted. Fully expecting the Mouse to kill me. Got to watch out going against that. Oh, yep. There we go. The Scorpion actually bounces. Very lucky there. Missed the 1390. Very painful. Missed him again. Thankfully he missed me. That didn't miss. That didn't miss. He stands in and I miss again. Miss again. It is now 4-12. This is now miserable Monday material. We are definitely on a Monday situation. This is the guy I'm looking for. I owe him. He backs up. I bounce. I'm going to tell you, folks, there was a day, and this was the day, where the RNG that I got was incredible. And we all complained. Look at him. He's hanging off the back edge. He wants to survive. He wants to not fall off. He's worried about me coming. I don't think I'm able to get him because I know there's a Mouse there. If I pop up and over, everyone knows I'm coming. But he backs up just a little too much. Off he goes. Crashes. This guy charges me. I finally get a kill on him. Things are looking up. Things are looking up. And now we come to the end of Monday and the miserable Monday talk. But sometimes, as your Monday is going the way it's going, there's only one thing to do, and that is to throw the Hail Mary, which is wait for Monday Night Football, grab some beer, and just try to have some fun. Now that's going to make Tuesday hurt a little bit, but I think you can see that if your Monday has gone like this one, that Hail Mary at the end can get you 1100 damage and a lot of fun. I like the roll off, kind of like the ninja roll after I came off, the atomic elbow and then the roll back onto my feet, although I was dead. All right, guys, hope your Monday goes better than that, and we will see you on Tuesday.